Alright, hello and welcome back. Act 2, Chapter 16 has been released, and let's jump straight into it. I'm really curious to see where this is going. So far, the first act was really nice, it was really well made, and I enjoyed it, and I like the story I like the direction where the story is going. It's really interesting, and it has the potential to be really good. And of course, I like this will be. I recorded this on one of my older phones on a 1440p panel, and it is to increase the quality, of course. So the quality should be really high now. Pretty much the details should be there should be a lot more details, of course, because of the high resolution. And I did have that thermal monitor just to show the temperature, since, well, why not? Okay, and besides that, internal audio is now working, so now you will not have any problems with the audio in terms of the crackling. The crackling will be gone. Like, there is no crackling anymore. I have a new microphone, so you should hear me really good now without any crackling again, and the voice should be really decent. Overall, the game audio and my microphone should be good, which is something that I was working on for a very long time. So I hope that the work and effort will be shown in terms of increased quality. And overall, I hope that, not the frame rate, of course, the frame rate, it needs to be worked on a little bit. On this device, well, it is running 60 so far so good. I don't know if I will make the video in 60, it depends on the length. If it's over 20 minutes, it will be 30, but I might make it 60, it depends. But nevertheless, the quality should be increased drastically, which is something that I was looking forward to, especially for the audio, since I know people have been telling me buy a new microphone for a very long time. And well, I did buy a new microphone, so I hope that the audio, the sound will be decent now. Okay, well, this entire story chapter, I personally like the design of it. It looks really nice, and I really do hope that in the future we're going to be getting a lot more chapters like this, since I think collectively people did enjoy the change of scenery, and I think they made the overall map really good, really detailed. Something that I like about this new story, and hopefully you all can enjoy that, and hopefully the developers will keep up with the map designs, something that I personally enjoy a lot. Okay, let's see. Well, that's going pretty smooth so far. I don't know, we as players, how much would agree on Mei as a character or on a story basis, but I so far like how the character is running. I like the character's story in this chapter, and I kind of like that the story is kind of centered about Mei. But I don't know if everyone likes that. I know people. I've read a lot of people don't like Mei in general. At least what I've seen. That's like really weird, but at the same time, I don't know. While at the same time, these people also talk bad things about another game that I play. So kind of a divided community at this moment. Honestly, that's my personal conclusion after playing this game for a very long time. But well, anyway, it doesn't matter. We will still play, and of course I will of course still play. And with Genshin releasing very soon, it will be really interesting how that will affect this game. It will be really interesting how that will go. Okay, well, now I kind of don't remember, honestly, when was the last time the story was centered around Mei. I don't think that was the case for a very long time, actually. I remember chapter 4, it was kind of revolving around Mei, and mostly revolving around Mei because of her getting kidnapped, if you remember that. And I remember that was a really decent story back when I started to play the game back in the day. Those were some really good moments there, and that's pretty much what got me into the Honkai and into YouTube. And of course, in the live stream, someone mentioned that he saw Toram on my phone. Well, Toram Online is one of those games that I'm kinda attached to it, even though I didn't play it in a very long time, honestly. Mostly because I kinda quit back in the day because of the developer mistakes. Maybe you don't, maybe you know, maybe you don't, but Toram had around 3 to 4 data wipes, and that was kind of those wipes were kind of, well, they killed a lot of characters in the game, and I personally know a couple people that lost. I think they lost more than 5 farming accounts that were maxed out, and yeah, that was a bad day for that game. But I think now they actually changed a lot of things, and Toram is actually flourishing now, I think. But we will see, we will see. I might play that game sometime in the future, depends. Maybe live stream it. It pretty much depends on the situation. And again, I apologize for if I sound weird, because I still have like a sore throat, but it will be good. Oh, nice picture there. Well, you can definitely see that they changed a lot from those days to right now. That was even in the old game, like they were, well, pretty much in the same. They looked pretty much the same. You can see that they progressed in the storyline for some time now. Okay. Well, I don't know how I should feel about some aspects of the game. It pretty much it depends from person to person, actually, and we will see what, like, the 4.0 beta should be arriving really soon. I don't know when, but we're gonna wait for it, I guess. We're gonna wait for it, and when that comes, when the beta gets when the beta server gets released, you can expect the beta live stream that will happen this Friday. Let me just check what day today is, if you're lucky. Now it's June 9th. It's okay. Yeah, not the date. It's Tuesday. Okay. Now, I don't know when the beta test will be live. Hopefully it will be live by Friday, since I want to stream the beta test server, of course. And it will be really interesting, since we're going to get a new update in another game. And I'll play that game, and then we will jump on the Honkai beta server when the time comes. I think that will be really nice, and that the Friday streams are dominating so far. I'm really happy that you guys enjoy the live streams. It's my pleasure to do them, honestly. Back like 2 years ago on my old channel, when I used to start on YouTube, pretty much, I used to live stream every I think it was or Friday or weekends, and back in the day it was a lot different. Like, I was really inexperienced back then, but now things changed. Things changed drastically since then. Now I pretty much know everything from head to toe, how everything works, and I am honestly really happy that you enjoyed the live streams. It's honestly my pleasure to do them, and that way we can all collectively have fun at the games, which is the point of live streams. I do them because they're fun, and because of course you guys enjoy it. And well, hopefully for this Friday's live stream, we're going to be getting a new beta test, and we're going to be getting new content in Punishing Grey Raven, which is really interesting and really nice. Okay. Well, the story so far is progressing really decently. Now after this, I will play the next chapter immediately, of course, and of course after that, I'm going to wait for the fourth act to be released, and we are going to see how that will progress. I'm really curious to see how that will go, since some things are about to be heated up, I think. We are going to see. The overall, like, naming of the chapters also got really serious and really dark, and I don't know, blood will fall. That's all I will say. Not just this game, other games also got really dark really quickly, and I'm usually a fan of darker stories because they're usually more serious and usually have a good plot. And well, of course, we're going to we're going to find out what happened. Okay. Well, let's just jump on the text here a little. Let me guess who the sensei is. Actually, I have no idea, but I have already a a theory who that might be, and who knows? Maybe my theory turns out to be correct. We will see. But my theory is that Raven is the sensei here, because look at Sora. Sora pretty much kind of looks like Raven, and her overall design is also edgy as Raven's. And I can bet that the sensei is Raven. And something that I have to say, I don't feel like the overall edgy design of the characters kind of fits in Honkai, because as you can see over here, it is a clear difference in characters. It kind of doesn't match with the colorful style of the other characters, which is really weird. But I guess it's their design choice, so I guess it's okay. And not to mention how much Raven reminds me of Lucia and Alpha from Punishing Gray Raven. That's also too much of a coincidence to be a coincidence, honestly. Or it's maybe just me. I don't know. Well, it's this mecha again. I haven't used this mecha in a decade. This mecha is pretty much one of my favorites because of his ultimate. It pretty much jumps in the third-person view and it pretty much dominates display. Let's see, there we go. Okay, nice. Let's take out the next wave of enemies. Oh, what was that? Let's take out this one. Okay, so far so good. And the final wave of enemies, the third wave. Oh, pretty decently so far, pretty decent. Pretty smooth. Oh my god, my throat is starting to kick the bucket. Well, if I went silent for some... If I accidentally, like, go silent, it's because of my voice, mostly. Because of... It kind of hurts to speak. Sometimes. Well, that was the last Honkai beast. That was pretty nice, pretty smooth. Okay, well, let's return here. Oh, that was quick. We got teleported back here. Alright. Well, as expected. As expected. Okay, let's climb up over here. Let's see. Oh, of course, I almost forgot. Almost forgot that we have to walk upstairs here and talk to her. Okay. She is now feeding them. Alright. Is to be expected. Okay, well, now I'm hungry for some reason. Interesting. Now I'm hungry. Definitely. Well, now I'm definitely going to have to buy something to eat after I finish recording this. Like last time when I recorded something, they were also talking about food and stuff, and I also got hungry then. And they talk about food and stuff again, and I am hungry again. What a weird coincidence. Interesting. What a weird coincidence. Oh well, not a big problem. Okay, well, I'll say this: the dialogues are very long, and I'm at the moment kind of more curious. I wanna play more. I wanna experience the maps and stuff, since the maps are really pretty. And I just look at my phone here for a moment, and I forgot how pretty the back glass on this device is. Like, this phone is like 5 years old, but still that dominates in games to this day and still has a really high resolution display, which is really interesting. Okay, and it's also blue in color. It is really pretty. It is really pretty, a really pretty device. and that device has been with me since 2015. Pretty much, I have this device for such a long time, and I did start YouTube on this device as well, which was really interesting, and I honestly enjoyed uh, using it. Changed the batteries 3 times by now, mostly because of gaming on it too much, but the chip on it is so far in a really good condition still. The only thing that kind of I need to work, I think I kind of did fix it. The IC chip that regulates the voltages on the screen did make problems before. Now it's better, now it doesn't make any problems, but that was the only hard related issues that I had here. Everything else was pretty okay, pretty smooth. The only problem was that IC chip. It was really it was I kind of from the use it kind of wore out, and a little bit hit, and it was fixed. Oh my god, they're still talking about Nazagora. I mean, we all know what happened there, right? We all read it, we have all seen it, and we've all experienced it. So I don't see a problem with that. But I guess we are going to view it from different person's angle, or should I say, a different. Well, we're seeing from a different angle, which is really interesting. Okay. And all that talk about that sensei, and I'm still like, I know who that is. I know who that is. I can already tell you that it is Raven, since the edge design of the character does tell me that it is Raven, since the characters would take an example in her and they will try to be as her. So it is definitely Raven as a sensei. But of course, we will see. We can speculate, but I guess when the time comes, we will see when they show who that actually is. Well then, and time to finish up with the final cutscene over here, and then it will be time to wrap up the video. So far, a really interesting chapter. I enjoyed it, and now people would argue it is a nostalgia run, and it kind of is, and that tells me that they are slowly but surely finishing up with the story of the game. We will see how many chapters there are going to be. At the moment we are on 16 chapters. In 4.0 there is going to be chapter 17, and I personally think chapter 20 might be the final one. That's pretty much around September, October, around that. And by then we will have Genshin out. So I think that's also kind of playing. That also has to do something with Genshin. We will see what they will do. It's like it is not like too early to talk about that, but we have to slowly accept it, that the story might very well be ending soon. We will see. Of course, I don't know if they are making another game. I don't know if there is going to be Honkai Impact 4th. I have no idea, honestly. But or what's actually most likely to happen? They'll just continue with the story with other. They're just gonna keep on adding act after act, chapter after chapter, since I don't see it ending really soon, honestly. So far, actually, I can kind of see it ending, because if May becomes a Herrscher, that's 3 Herrschers, and it all depends on what happens then. If they manage to somehow fit and somehow make it that they survive everything, then it will be good. And that's also like the most likely scenario that will happen. But of course, it might be the opposite, and the game might be concluding in that chapter, in that future chapter. Of course, we will see. It all depends on the upcoming. It depends on the chapter 3. It depends on Act 3 and Act 4 on what will happen. That's pretty much my personal views on it and nothing else. And well, this is also a very long dialogue, but it's slowly coming to an end. Yeah, it's 2 more minutes. Okay. honestly, we will see what the developers will do. I am really curious for the next chapter, chapter 3. And well then, with that being said, this was a really interesting chapter. Kind of stage-wise, kind of short. It's filled with cutscenes, of course, and with dialogues. But so far, we will see what will happen in the third act. I will jump on the third act as soon as I finish recording this one. And well, after that happens, it will be uploaded, of course, and well, then the story will be out, and we will see what happened with them. Okay, well, so far, I hope that you enjoyed. Leave if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to read them. And well, with that being said, this is Act 2 of Chapter 16. Was a really decent chapter. Really decent chapter, and I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you enjoyed it as well. And well, Act 3, expect Act 3 in around a couple hours after this one is out. And well, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed, and well, I'll see you next time. Take care.